Diane here with another video. Welcome to a new thing I'm trying out called Chat Time with Diane. Mostly it's just a video series where I just ramble on about the current things that are happening in the games I play, or anything interesting happened in my life, or events happening. And mostly about games. Oh my god, games and stuff. Here I'm in a cute little cafe kind of thing, because I thought, in my mind, it's like, the concept was based on the times when I would go to like the bubble tea store with my like friends. So when we were in high school, we used to go every like other day to this bubble tea store and just chat and stuff. And did we do homework? No, I think we just chatted. I remember we did homework together, maybe sometimes, but most of the time we just chatted about whatever was going on. So yeah, this series is just me rambling about a script or whatever. It's not like right script anyway. Gonna talk about FEH, about Twisted-Wonderland, and talk about the latest thing update in Vroid. The latest FEH news is currently the 5th anniversary, or at least when I'm recording. Yay! Happy 5th anniversary, FEH. I can't believe it's been 5 years already, honestly. I did not... I've been so busy with other content, I didn't think about the anniversary coming up. So I didn't really make an MMD for it. It's like, oh, well, technically I didn't really make MMDs for anniversary, except I did one for last year, which you can see here. Usually just do for Alphonse's birthday. Would I have made one for the anniversary? Maybe, but I'm busy with other things. It's like, oh, wait. Also, it's like, I was like editing a video, and then it's like, after I published, it's like, oh, FEH channel. I was like, wait, do we mean FEH channel? I thought I was gonna make a video of me just looking at like the midway results. It's like, oh, it's interesting how like this person used to be lower, but then they got high, like they got high. They got higher results, and it's like, oh, where did all their fans come from? Well, and it's like, oh, here's the results. Go add. So that'll be fun to just look at the results that is currently here. Oh, wait. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Just said my outfit. Let's get my new Valentine's Day outfit. Or at least, like, Valentine's Day outfit for the month. But, oh yeah, here it is. By Chaotic Blossom. I won in a giveaway. We get, like, certain stuff from their store. And it's, like, really cute and stuff. Also really helped me like kind of like figure out how like people make Vroid clothes, like the different layers, because I think when I originally made my model, it was still in like the beta version, so you were kind of limited with like what layers you have. But since the stable version came out, like you can like top things differently, or, like layers. So it's really interesting when I ever like make my own outfits. Also, I don't know why, I think because like I always have like what's like, it's on my chest, like the neck area usually has a bow or something. It feels like something's missing. It's like, look at this, like, where's my bow? I mean, it's on my chest, but it's like not as high. So I got like different bows and stuff. I thought I would change my glasses, but realistically it's like, normally a person doesn't get different glasses when they change their outfits unless you have money, but I don't, so I just have my glasses like the same. So yeah, that's done with my outfit. Here's the full picture, you can see. I like how the pose, and then the second picture from when I tweeted about it, it looks like a, what do you call it? A fashion pose, or at least that's what I think is a fashion pose. Back to Heroes. See here? They tweeted about the results for the latest CYL. CYL is like this yearly, ballot that people choose to like pick who they want to vote for in the men's and women's category. And then like the top two in each category get a special ult. Is it legendary outfit? I'm forgetting that because there's so many like different names for the people, but anyway, they get a special outfit and stuff. Last year, I think 3 houses basically just like ran over everyone. No, was it? Whatever was right. Oh no, I guess it was CYL 4 was when everyone. I'm like googling at this as I like. Oh yeah, I like how they keep the page up. Okay, CYL 4 is when like 3 houses just basically ran over everyone with the ballots, and then CYL 5, Gatekeeper somehow got in the top. Who else in like the March like second? Like, I'm sorry, Mark. And there's Marianne and Erica. But that was last year, and now we're talking about this year. In the list that we put up here, let's see, Crom got number 1. Crom! I'm so glad he won. And then, also this year, like they kind of like posted, like in the beginning, like before the midway point, they've been posting like tweets, like who's like top running so far. It was really cool because we were like, oh, what's like everyone's mood for this year and stuff. I think I kind of missed the day, so I only had 6 ballots. Maybe let's check the lists for the men's first, because that's what I have. Let's see here, Crom's number 1, and then Celeb's number 2. I can't believe they actually got, they stay, like, in the top. Oh wow, I'm just gonna look at the numbers right now, like, Crom got, like, double the votes of Celeb, wow. Let's see, then Felix, Soren, Robin, Violet, Yuri, Sigurd, Sylvain, Alphonse. Okay, first, I think Robin's, like, more or less the same, like, in the middle. I don't remember where Sigurd was in the midway point. I'm like going through the Twitter. They like posted little drawings of, like, I think that was the halfway mark. It was really cute. Oh, okay. Like, I found halfway thing. Oh, okay, Sigurd wasn't there. He more or less stayed. Okay, looking at between, like, the halfway mark and, like, the final results, I think between two, everything kind of stayed the same. Like, results, like, everyone kind of voted the same, or at least for the top 10, there's no, like, sudden changes as far as I can see. Okay, I think from my quick look, I think Xander went from, what is it? Wait, what this is? Okay, I think Leon and Reinhardt kind of switched places, and then Xander and Tomas switched places too, which is interesting. Like, their, like, spots. Also, I didn't realize Black Flag was up there, like, number 12. It's like, damn. So I'm glad Iski is, made top 20, because, like, glad there's some Mirage Legends fans. And also, I'm glad, Alphonse stayed in, top 10. Oh, it's like, boy, one day you will be number 1. Probably when there's no 3 houses, I'm kidding. I remember, like, in the beginning, like, he wasn't on anyone's list, like, the top. Did they say top? I forgot in the beginning, did they tweet about top 10 or just top 8? Anyway, he wasn't there, but then midway he appeared top 10, and he, like, took his faded spot. Let's see, and then let's go. The women's category, we got top 1, number 1, Kiki, and number 2, Violet. As usual, I wanted, like, Robin to win, but I think all, like, the Robin fans kind of, like, what do you call it? Gathered together to make sure Crom stayed number 1. So, you know, it would be cool if they were, like, the same spot, but I guess all the Crom wanted to go ahead first. I don't know. Or picks for the women's isn't, like, I'm, like, neutral about it. It's like, okay, sure. Cause, like, I'm more hyped for Crom, but not much for, the other ones. I mean, also prefer, like, them on the banner, but, like, first look feeling, it's like, yeah, it's okay. And then looking at the, what you call it, between the midway point and then the final results, I think it stayed the same, more or less. Yeah, I think I should, like, flip with, Anna. If I'm reading this right. Robin's, like, 7th again. Like last year too, she was 7th. One day, Robin, you'll get your for, like, the rest of the other half. Okay, Freya flipped with Lilina. Yeah, I think that's mostly everything else stayed the same. Everyone, like, kept on to their votes and stuff. So interesting. I think talk about, oh yes, they put a sneak peek of the Valentine's Day outfits, and I'm screwed. I want the Robins and the Croms. Also, like, I saw, like, was it Luna's? Not Luna's. Wrong. I'm, like, looking at the picture of Luna. Lucina. I think I saw people said her outfit was based off, like, her outfit from the OST artwork, like the white dress, and it's like, oh, I want that too. So it's like focused on, like, the Robin Crom duo thing, and then Lucina, and then maybe Owain, but we'll see if that works. Cause, like, I was kind of looking at other Faye banners, and it's like, oh, I thought I would be safe this year, but no, Awakening's coming here to attack me. Oh yeah, everyone looks so cute, but I'm kind of biased toward, like, the female Robin Crom ship like cause like that was my first playthrough. I like married Crom with female Robin, so that's why it's like a little bit biased over that. So I wish they had the duo unit, but I'm glad people are happy with Robin and Crom. Alright, next topic. Recently, I started playing Twisted-Wonderland. Yep. I heard about this game from my friend, and then I heard about, like, in general from my friend when she played the JP version, and then I heard, like, they announced an English version, and then my friend was just screaming. But Twisted-Wonderland is a new gacha game, or, yeah, gacha, I guess you could say this is gacha game. So, story about how you basically get isekai'd to another world, and you're like, oh, welcome to Magic College. And it's like, oh, wait, never mind, you're a normal person, you can't use magic, so we send you back home. And then you realize, oh, we don't know where you're from, and it's like, I guess you're from a different world or dimension or something. It's like, oh, we didn't think this through, so you're just gonna stay here, but you have to pay for your stuff somehow, so welcome to being a janitor. I think eventually over time, through events in the story, you like become half a student because you have a little like gremlin, a little screw. It's a little like cat monster thing, but he wants to be a mage, but technically is, I guess there's rules where it's only for humans only. So it's like together you form a student. He has the magic half, you have a human half. You somehow become a student and you go through all the classes and stuff. I've been thinking, I was like, what happens next year where you have to do like, I don't know, actual magic classes? Because I think I read in the beginning, it's like, oh, it's only like for like history stuff. What are you supposed to do for like the actual practice part? It's like, do we just put your grades together and be like am I exempted because I can't use magic and stuff? I should just say, the appeal for the story, because all the characters are based off Disney villains. So you have like the villain from Little Mermaid, Alice in Wonderland. What else? I'm trying to think. Snow, Lion King. Because like I'm trying to think. Here's a picture of all the characters. I'm trying to think of the stories. Okay, there are like 7 of them. I'm really liking the story so far, and it's like, at this point in time, like when I'm recording, I already finished like all the available chapters so far, which is only chapter 2, and I'm really waiting for chapter 3. It's like, come on, give us the story. Also, I like how they're not like set with how many story things, what you call it, how much of a story, so they can like make the story as long as a chapter long as they want or whatever. So that's good. They have all the space to like flesh out the characters and stuff. I'm really enjoying the game so far. It's not that grindy, like a little bit if you want to like level up the characters, but it's like, it's not like they're like a weapon. It's just like their character, like their level, their friendship, and then I think they have spells if you want to like increase that. Also, there's like a way to like idolize their cards. They call it groovification. That's a thing. Then again, it's not the weirdest thing because like in A3 they call it blooming, but then they have like flower imagery, so it's not too weird to call it blooming. So anyway, instead of like having needing like another copy of it to promote it or whatever, I know I just call it idolizing because like I'm always in Love Live Hell, and that was the first game. That's why when I make every video like scouting, because like that's what was my first gacha. I blame saying idolizing and scouting from Love Live. I blame heroes for saying like plus whatever. Because I know in like Alice they call it limit break, but I say +1 and like any other thing. I think I say the same thing for Genshin too. I say like call it +1 whatever. It's not that far off from saying C1. Could just be ranting. Here's a tangent. What was I saying? Oh yeah, topic idolizing cards. I had to ask my friend how to idolize card because you need a certain candy, and she's like, "Oh, you have to do like the lessons, like the alchemy. There's a chance it might drop." And I was like, "Oh, that's how that works." So I just kind of did that, like, because they have like certain days where you can get a chance for their item to drop. I managed to idolize Riddle's card. Here it is. I was like wondering because I was looking through like my friends list, and it's like, how did your card change? It's like, oh, that's how it works. Okay, by the time I like post this, my scouting video should be out. I guess this is spoilers if you don't want to watch it, but you should, please. Good to hear. SSR, like so far I have Riddle, Deuce, and Ruggy. I please bear with me as I try to learn their names because I suck at that. Okay, I got a little list of what to talk about and stuff. Alright, chose two. Oh yeah, chose Riddle as my SSR and Azul as the free SR. No one is surprised. I picked the white-haired character with glasses first. No one is surprised. I kind of want to get to see what his story is about because I think his chapter 3, as far as I'm aware, I didn't look up. I only looked into things slightly, not really. So I really wanted. I thought they released chapter 3 already. Also, I'm interested in see how the twins are, the eel twins. I've just been reading some story to see how they're like. It's like, oh, it's how they are. Also, it's like I want to try for their banner, but I know I think I want to see more about Jade. But I know Azul's birthday's coming up soon. It's like I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll try one of each, but who knows? I think what was it? The app had a little mishap where they posted the Floyd, or is it, there's a bone or is Floyd? They posted Floyd's banner like too early, so technically he wasn't in there, and people like lost their gems. But I think they're getting compensated for the mistake, so don't worry about that. I was wondering, I was like, what do you mean the banner came out? It's like, nope, it's gone, and they had emergency maintenance. So I woke up, it's like, what happened? It's like, yep. So I hope they released the next chapter soon, because my friend told me it takes time for like the stories to go up. But I guess like the English one can kind of catch up, you know what I mean? Because like you just posted more earlier. Let's see, what else did I talk about? Oh yes, the different, I guess I call them mini games in a way. There's like the battling one where it's like obviously you have to fight them and stuff. I thought when I saw the little icons, it's gonna be like Fate, where you have to do like 3 in a row, but no, it's just 2, and you just like at least how I understand the my pen. I understand from the game, it's like trying to it's like not rock paper scissors, but you know, it's like fire, water, grass, but I think they call it floor. So I like try my best to like anticipate like what moves they're gonna do. And they have the one where it's like you have to endurance, where you have to like not defend, but like don't die in like 5 turns. Okay, it's interesting though. I need to like know all my cards. I really like how like for the lesson you just let it like what do you call it? Auto. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, here what do you call it? Grind for potion like level up potion things. It's like just sit there and just like it's an auto and stuff. I like that. I think A3 was similar, where you just like they get points depending on what happens. But I don't think they had an auto thing. That's why I was like I had to keep a closer eye on it and be like, oh, you haven't moved in 5 minutes. First play. So with Twisted, I just let it run, and it's like, oh, you're done? Okay, cool. What else? Oh, the rhythm game part. The first time we did the rhythm game, and then so when I saw it, I was like, oh, interesting, because as you know, I play multiple rhythm games, but this is different. I've played ones that like have the screen, like the little notes go toward you from like top to bottom. Yeah, I was thinking like the ones I played. Yeah, top from bottom. And like I don't really play ones that go from like left to right. But now I'm thinking about it, FEH has the rhythm game, but it's like the one refresh where they do go from left to right. But since I don't really play it's like that's like every once in a while. I forgot that when I was loading it to my friend. So yeah, it took the time for me to adjust, to be like, oh, we're going this way now. Also, I want to say this right here. I was so stupid when I was playing the rhythm game parts. On the bottom, it says you can tap anywhere, right? But in my mind, it's like, oh, it's a rhythm game. I'm gonna press the circle in the middle and time it, and it's like, how the hell does this work? My thumb is covering the circle, so it's like, I just time it, right? Sure. And then I realized, it's like, how does this work when it's like left and right? How does the game know we're in the circle? Like, if you're pressing in the middle, how does the game know from left to right which button you side? But then I realized, wait, You press outside the circle, and it's like, ah! So I go back and like combo the other songs easily because now I'm not giving myself a handicap. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, you press outside the circle. I know it reads as outside, but when you're like playing it for the first time and you're ignoring everything that says there, just like, oh, rhythm game time. Press in circle like any other rhythm game. Well, I figured out eventually, but it's like, it took me too long. It's like, oh, that's how it works. No wonder I was having a hard time, because you're not supposed to press in the circle without. So I'm currently doing that and working way to get gems and stuff. My friends, like, told me they hate the one with the purple ones where you, like, time it. But I kind of like it in a way, because like, I usually, like, play rhythm games, like, reactively. I'm not explaining this. Everyone understands how I play. Because he kind of, like, predicts. Like, he, like, knows what because, like, when I play rhythm games differently, like, he, like, plans out, like, where his hands go, but I, like, react, like, a few seconds and be like, okay, this is how it works. So I don't mind, like, purple ones too much, because, like, I kind of, like, see where the number goes, and it's like, okay, it's, like, 3, 2, 1, 4, you know what I mean? So I kind of like that one in a way. It's, like, better, because I feel like the ones, what was it? I really like the ones that go from, like, they both come from both directions, from left and right, because, like, it's kind of hard for me to focus on, what do you call it? Both colors when they're both coming at different sides. Also, I can't tell, like, am I supposed to do, like, which one first? So I think that one is, like, the ghost ones, I think. Or the fighting from ghosts. I don't like that one that much. Can talk about the characters now a little bit. I don't want to spoil too much for people. I only have opinions on, like, the people that showed up in the first 2 chapters, because, like, I don't have actually have their cards. Can I talk? My feels about Riddle. I think mostly how I feel about him. Okay, it's for that's how I explain this. Okay, first I trusted his character because I liked how he looked. You know, like roses and hearts. Like, oh, cool. And then I met him, and he was like, wow, you really like rules, like, a lot. And it's like, what do you mean there's 800 rules? How do you memorize that all? Also, it's like, the authors of this, I guess the writers of the story actually write 800 rules, or does every time they need him to say something, they be like, they just give him, like, a random number? I think it's 800 rules, right? Because I was over 200, because I remember in the story, like, Trey and Kato were like, I only remember the first 200. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, back to feeling. Okay, he was like an ass about the rules, and then be like, some of them is like fine. It's like you shouldn't do whatever, but the other ones were like, you must drink tea at a certain time, or you're not allowed to do this at a time. It's like, that's a lot to do. It's like the other ones don't make sense. It's like, oh, like no fighting, or try to be on time for class or whatever, or leave lunch early. I don't know. Doesn't help that Ace is basically like pushing how much you can go with this and stuff. Okay, yeah, it's realized an ass. And then what was it? When he basically uses his powers to like lock people's skills, and he's like being more of an ass, and it's like at a certain point I think I where's my tweet? My message toward my friends, because I was like reading the story. Here's my friends talking about how like we're getting in love with real with all the rules and stuff, and then it's like I think was it during, okay, this is I guess spoiler for the first chapter, but stuff. I was that picture about like, oh, how Ace finally like punched him. And I just wrote, I'm like, I'm finally glad someone smacked him, because he was going too far with the rules. But then after he smacked him, but then things kind of went south with the whole overplot situation. I'll explain that in a minute. Yeah, we have to fight him. It's like, oh god. Oh yeah. In the game, like, I guess, you know how they're all like mages and stuff. They're like too, not, I guess not stressed, but like filled with negative emotion, and they use their magic too much. They like turn into a monster. And it's like there's thinking it's like, oh, you gotta like limit your use, like no one to rest and stuff. Just wondering, how do they not have like this before? I guess good story. You know, you gotta everything happens when the protag joins the school, but because it said like Riddle was like the dorm leader for a year, and it was like, how do you not have this issue like last year? I guess maybe because Ace, where it's been slowly been building up, and now it's just like, oh, he's using all his magic because everyone was like not following the rules, and it's like, oh, there you go. It's slowly building up in time. Then after you beat his battle, you get his backstory, and it's like, no, Riddle. Oh, it feels. I really wrote feels time on my like messages to my friend. His mom was really over controlling, and he's like, "You want to have a tart? It was strawberry tart. I don't remember. But he wanted a tart for his birthday. It's like, no, baby." And it's like, he's like, "Oh," it's like, what is it? Where's the picture? It was like, oh, his mom, what do I do to make the pain go away? It's like, no, baby. So it's me. I feel so Riddle was like, oh, cool design. You're an ass. Oh, finally someone's backed him. Oh no, baby. You deserve all the tarts in the world. This guy. Also, well, you gotta like take responsibilities for your actions, but also here you get to have a little tart. So yeah, also like how now since I guess I'm fangirling over Riddle now. Little like interactions where he's like, oh, I think it was in like when you chapter 2. He's like, oh, even though you're I guess they call it prefect or whatever, you're a dorm leader, so you gotta be like presentable, even though you have one student and it was like fixed your tie for you. It's like, ah. Oh, the cute little interactions, like, ah, oh, so cute. Also, I think I mentioned this earlier, like for some reason he reminds me of 10 from LS7. I don't know why. I think it's the haircut or whatever. I think I like said this before. It's like I guess try to like expand on this. I don't know why. Just they go give me the same feeling. Like they're both, I won't say strict, but they're both kind of like hard on themselves and be like, oh, they're doing this for everyone's good in a way. At least not Riku. 10 does that for Riku is like he's doing this for everyone else. At least to remember reading into the story. And they both like apply heart rules to themselves. Like Riddle has all the Queen of Hearts rules, and 10 like has rules like, oh, to be an idol you gotta do this and that, and it'd be like you gotta do everything for your fans. You know what I mean? So that they gave me the same, I don't want to say energy, but the same like feeling. Also, so I hope that since they're having the same, Riddle like shows up like this amount of times 10 does when I play i7. Here's the third topic now. The latest tweet. Where is it? I should look it up. My model is made using a program called Vroid Studio, where it's like a easy to use 3D system where like make characters. It's like The Sims, where you can like choose your looks and draw your own hair. Well, you don't draw the hair in Sims, but you get the point. So they post an update where you can there's an export for 3D printing, and it's like to have a little figure of myself would be so cool. It's just like you choose your pose and colors, like clothes and poses. I looked into it, and it's like, oh, the company that they partnered with to make the figures is only in Japan. I was like, of course it is. Oh, come on. They like put this whole, they tweeted about it. It's like, nope, it's only for Japan. And then it's like, why did you make this then? I guess it's good to tweet this out to everyone, but it's like, I can't buy it because there's no international shipping. So I thought about it. I was like, the program itself exports the file. I forget what the file name is because I don't know anything about 3D printing. And you're supposed to like take that file and then use another website to order it. But if I take the file and then somehow 3D print it to a store near me, then I could have a little figure of myself. I totally want to do that, but I need to like touch up my model better. Also look into 3D printing shops. I looked at it briefly to see what's in like the New York area, and it's like they have some. Like also you can do it online and be like how much it costs. I hope it doesn't cost that much. Probably be like, well, if it's like small, it'll probably be like maybe at least $30 I don't know. I wonder if it'll be printed with color or painted. Then again, I don't like painting it myself because I know like there's what's the thing like garage kits. People like paint statues and figures. So I really want to 3D print my own model one day. Maybe we'll make a video about it. That'll be fun. there's the first episode of Chat Time with me. I thought it would just be rambling and me figuring over characters, but that's cool. So, enjoy this video. This is screaming. Cause you next time we're chat about whatever. So thanks for watching. See you next video.